Good morning, it's 10 a.m. Let's get underway with proceedings. A very warm welcome to the Harcourt's Holmwood auction room, so lovely to host you here today. My name is Bridget Andrews and I will be assisting with the auctions. Allow me to introduce you to our wonderful team. We have our auctioneers, Mark McGoldrick there, Kyle Siebert, not sure where he is, some other key people in the room today. We have Luke Jansen over here, he's our training manager. Hayden Broadbelt, one of our business owners, and Tony Jenkins, our CEO, is floating around somewhere. Now, these gentlemen will be spotting and recording your bids today. If you need any help or any assistance, please don't hesitate to get one of these gentlemen alongside you. They're very good at what they do and help many people realise their real estate dreams here in the auction rooms. On behalf of the company, a very warm welcome to the owners that we represent. We are delighted and privileged that you chose Holmwood and wish you the very best outcome today. To the buyers and the bidders in the room, good luck today. Bid strong. Your consultants would have given you everything you need for today, including the LIM and the title and the contract from which we will work from today. The contract explains the conduct of auction. Now, I'm going to work on the assumption that this is a new experience for some of you, so follow me while I talk you through how we will work with you in the auction rooms. In all cases, the owners have provided the auctioneer with a confidential written reserve that will not be disclosed. Should that reserve be reached or breached, the highest bidder will be the purchaser. Now, if bidding doesn't reach the reserve, don't panic, it's not the end of the auction. Our practice is to pause the auction, talk with the highest bidder and the owners in one of these side rooms. Now, if we don't meet a satisfactory conclusion, we will pass the property in. And that means it gets taken to the wider market where conditional buyers can make an offer. Clause 2.6, this is a very important clause, so listen carefully. The owner may withdraw the property at any time without disclosing the reserve. And that does include the situation where we are in negotiations in the side rooms. Sometimes in those negotiations, the owner will say to the auctioneer, could you please go out to the auction floor and announce we've withdrawn the property and sold it to the highest bidder outside the room. If you are sitting here waiting with extra interest, you will be disappointed. So please make sure we're working with your highest bid at all times. If there is a disputed bid, we'll simply go back to the last undisputed bid and resume. The auctioneer may nominate the increments by which bids need to be raised, and if the bid is not in the best interest of the seller, they can refuse such bids. Clause 2.5 talks about the vendor bid. I'll explain how the vendor bid works. In all cases today, the owners have provided the owners have authorised the auctioneer to bid on their behalf, should that be necessary. If and when the auctioneer makes a vendor bid, you'll be in no doubt it's a vendor bid. This is saying we're not for sale at this level and we need to keep going, and they do not place vendor bids anywhere near the reserve price. That will give you absolute confidence in bidding against the vendor bid. If any of our Harcourt's colleagues are bidding on behalf of somebody, we will identify them to you. Finally, buyers, when this hammer falls and you are the lucky last bidder, before your celebrations begin, we'll take you upstairs to the boardroom where you'll sign the auction contract and arrange to pay the 10% deposit of the final purchase price. Well, that's the formal part of today's proceedings. Good luck with your endeavours today. Let's get our first auctioneer up and for our first property today, Kyle.
All right, thanks very much, Bridget, for that wonderful introduction. Lovely addition to our auction team, Bridget. And ladies and gentlemen, again, if you are just joining us, welcome to the Holmwood Auction Room. Thanks to those joining us at holmwood.co.nz. All right, the number one marble for today was drawn by Paul and Deb Nichols, of course, from our Fendalton office. They've had the great pleasure of representing number 227 Maidstone Road in Christchurch. Buyers, the contract refers to the property more formally as a freehold title. It is 694 square metres more or less, and the settlement date to which you work, of course, the 27th of January 2023. You may be working to a pre-agreed date. We were there at the property yesterday, and I have to say what a pleasure it was. It's got absolute 1980s flair. It's a great example of Ian Krauss design. Inside, the configuration, I think, is just superb for modern family living, but it has that little bit of a point of difference, I think. I love how the brick extends from the exterior to the inside. The added texture of that brick just warms the sense of space in the room, in the house itself. Upstairs, downstairs, masters, you take your pick, both with walk-in wardrobes, both with bathrooms, en suites, I should say. And the heart of the home, of course, that living space with very high ceilings, great windows, a gorgeous fire as well. And I know the heart of the home, the best part of the day is the morning. You go into that kitchen, it's filled with sunshine, and you get to sit there, enjoy your cup of coffee, take in your wisteria and those beautiful outdoor spaces. All in all, just a lovely opportunity here at Maidstone Road. And Paul, I could go on all day, but the final word is yours.
I think you've pretty much said it all, Kyle. Pretty much what I was going to say. It's just an era of stunning architecture. I absolutely love it. I'm probably a bit biased, but it's a beautiful home. We'd like to thank Graham and Joe for the opportunity to represent them. And if you're in a position to bid and buy, this is a great one to do for.
Thanks very much, Paul.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Cheers.
we've only got one of these, ladies and gentlemen. So, who's going to be the new owner at 227 Maidstone Road? Best place, best time to buy is auction. Where do we start the bidding, buyers? Who says go? 1 million. Fair and reasonable place to start, and nice to meet you, sir, at $1 million. My lamp lighter, and away we go at $1 million. First call. Second call, competition is welcome. It's a beautiful home. At $1 million, third, final call. What are we doing? Gentleman's got the bid. No further bidding, sir. You may be my only bidder at this early stage. What a great position to be in. Let's pause, have a quick conversation outside of the room, working with our good colleague Lucy Zhao. We'll be back with you soon. Auction is open.
Very good morning, folks. Exciting to have the auctions underway today. Gee, we've got a big card, haven't we? It's a great season in Christchurch, isn't it? Springtime. And I'm working with this spring chicken here, Dave Findlay, from our Maryvale office. Dave's representing the property in our central city, right on the 4 Avs. Irene, Annette, it's a big day, so thank you very much for trusting us for the sale of your property, and we take it very seriously, and we wish you all the very, very best. Good to see you with the lucky hat on, Irene. I don't think you need it. Come and stand up here, big fella. I know you're going to dwarf me, but that's okay. Now, 240 Bearley Ave, it is a freehold parcel, isn't it? Yes, 340 square metres. It is that RMD zoning as well, so I know that will underpin the value of it. Legal description unchanged. List of chattels is exact to that Dave has circulated. You've got 20 working days before settlement occurs. So it's going to be around about this time in November that you'll take possession, but we've got mutual agreement on that date as well, so we've got some good flexibility. Look, I have got an additional clause that has just come to light late in the campaign. It's just with regards to the self-contained unit at the rear of the property. Now, whilst it does have council consent, that consent has only been granted for the use of family members only, so take that into your consideration. And I know, Dave, you've done your best to circulate that information to everybody at this late moment. Well, I know that Christchurch City has undergone and continues to undergo quite a radical transformation, isn't it? But I think this is a property that does pay homage to its rich and great past, but at the same time enables you to get on and enable you to enjoy the lifestyle of the modern life. Smack bang in the middle of Bearley Ave. It's a really good central spot. It's got a warmth and invitation, plenty of character on show, as you'll appreciate. Really spacious in the living. It's got gorgeous timbers in throughout the home, ornate fireplaces. But it's a modern layout, indoor-outdoor flow, nice big sunny deck at the front. I see the spas left there. It is on an as-is-whereas basis, but good place to have a soak. 2 good bedrooms inside. Of course, you've got the use for family of the self-contained at the rear. It's got a lovely courtyard in behind too, little summer house too. And as well as that, the double garage. I think that there's a new door coming for that.
It's on now.
The door's on now, so that's good news. So it's a pretty exciting package, and I think, Dave, before you have the last word, I just think it's going to be at a really affordable level to be part of our fair city. Go on, sir.
Hey, thanks very much, Irene and Annette, for all your hard work and having the property well prepared. Really appreciate it. And thanks for trusting Harcourt's Holmwood. And yeah. bid with confidence, guys. Good luck.
Good luck. No luck required. Barely Ave, 240. I'm barely able to contain my excitement as we embark on this exciting auction. Who'll start us away? 300, Rebecca. Away we go at 300,000. Maybe a tad optimistic, but that's fine. I don't mind where we start, as we say, at 300,000. Someone might like to leap straight to 4. Might be a good move in the auction, but at 300,000, we are underway. Rebecca Jonathan from our team at Mirabelle bidding for a buyer on the telephone. Isn't she enjoying it? As you might. Love spending other people's money. At $300,000, first call. 325, and bidding strategy playing out too at 325. The double bid from our opening bidder at 3 1/4. At 325, join the fray, lest it goes up any more before we do. Or does it go? First time, and the opportunity. 340, okay, puts up a cheeky 15, and welcome into the bidding, and good luck to you. Be a great spot to get hold of. 360, adding a 20, nicely done, RJ. At $360,000 now. What's the move to be? Flanked by these fine gentlemen in blue suits, ma'am. Stiffening the ante. Nice work at 370. See the strategy playing out, ma'am? Say 400, I think would be a good move. At 380. $380,000 now. Double garage drive on, off-street parking as well. 400,000. She booms it out. Astute and in front at 400,000. Lovely sunny deck. Warmth and invitation. Upside for you. Remember, RMD land, freehold estate at 4. Test them out on the round figure, ma'am. You're not allowed to stop on those double O's. At 4, first chance. Second call, who joins the fray? Still excellent buying for the central city, wouldn't you agree? Third chance at 4. Exciting auction. Luke, she's just saying, look, I'll toss another 20 in, easy at these levels. 410, Jamin Marshall, Mirabelle manager, business owner, bidding for a buyer at 410. There we go.
415.
415, staying with it. This is an interesting tussle. These two share an office. It could be a bit frosty later on. At 415. 5 on top, makes it 420. Can she beat the boy at
425.
425. She's just gone up a decibel or two, too, at 425.
435.
Oh, bang. Back she comes with a 10 at 435. Jamin goes back to work at 435. Central City, 4 Avs, Barely Ave at 435. Once I'm calling it, Rebecca, the bid is with you and your bidder on the telephone at 435. Dave Finley has made all that information available and accessible to you at 435. Second call. And third chance, 435. It's been a home with lots of happy memories, Irene. Let's agree that at 435. You're on the third call, Jamin, just on notice at 435. Final chance now. Join the fray. Welcome in, ma'am. You're welcome back. Be a great little holding, a great asset to have. Family members will love you for it. Self-contained kitchen and bathroom in that sleep out for the family. At 435. Just a moment. I think you've seen off the competition with that bidding display, Rebecca. However, I'm not at a level I can sell, not just at the seller's instructions yet. You won't be surprised. Would you like to have a chat even outside in the cafe? We can come and offer you the opportunity. Just pausing the auction at 435, unless I see a better bid now. 435's the bid. Let's pause. I'll come and offer your bidder the opportunity.
Set your mind free, set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Made a promise to myself, this time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day. Oh. Why do we put each other through hell? Why can't we just get over ourselves? I know we should. You cast your spell and now we're under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. Yeah, so I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Yeah, made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, oh, right, yeah, yeah. Oh. Made a promise to myself, this time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. Where there is smile with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day, brighter
I've got a feeling this is the night. The stars are aligned, trouble's all out of sight. In the flashing lights, we are born. We move to a higher plane where no one's been before. Let the rhythm flow all night. We dance until the morning light. We can keep it on forevermore. When you move to the rhythm, we can feel the heat. When we move to the rhythm, we can't be beat. Our place, our time is here and now. Don't you worry about tomorrow. This is really it, you know. It's a universe left to explore. We can go higher than we've ever been before.
Kia ora, ladies and gentlemen. If I could have your attention, please. Thanks very much for your patience. We left the room at 227 Maidstone Road on a live bid of $1 million. There's been some good discussion outside of the room. Lucy Zhao, working hard with her clients. Can I just confirm you've graciously agreed to increase that bid to $1,060,000? $1,060,000. Where are my lovely vendors? Let's confirm we are selling. We're on the market and selling at $1,060,000. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your last opportunity, or forever hold your peace. We're on the market and selling at $1,060,000. First time, second call, third and final call at $1,060,000. 227 Maidstone Road is going. It is going. Oh, God is sold to you. To a very lovely young family, all the best with your next chapter there. Thanks very much to our owners for the opportunity, and we'll be back with an update for you soon. In fact, right now. Yeah.
Not an update, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, A bit of excitement at the rear of the room, and well you might. Handshakes all round. That's what we love to see in the auction room. Look, we're just continuing our negotiations on Bailey Ave, but that enables me to welcome Amanda Newson from our Ilam office. And Les, thanks very much for your instructions too, as the seller of 220B Mount Pleasant Road. Come and enjoy the magic of Mount Pleasant, the panacea of the panorama. That's what we offer you here today on this gorgeous freehold property. 823 square metres is the size of the parcel, which is a nice and generous land size. Lot 2, deposit plan 44215. That's in the Canterbury Land Registry, of course. There's no change to the chattels. They are absolutely, as Amanda has circulated to you, you've got a couple of months for settlement, nearly, or just to the Friday, the 16th of December 2022. Hopefully your Christmas parties are done. You can unpack the boxes and put the Christmas tree up in time for the 25th. Well, certainly a wonderful spot and a brilliant home. I think it's got an international feel to the home up here. I think you could be on the top of the hill in San Francisco, or maybe in the hill in the south of France. But no, here we are in little old Christchurch up in Mount Pleasant. Of course, it's all designed around to maximise your marvellous vista. That is clear. Open, broad, wide living, light and bright. Just a wall of window just to enjoy those mesmeric views. Great spot to entertain. You can rock up to the bar. And that's a nice chattel that's remaining, Les. I know it's had a good use and it's well proven in its endeavours. There's been some lovely enhancements made to the home by our current owners. Master ensuite and the main bathroom. They are top of the line, absolutely resplendent. Soft plush carpet beneath the floor. There's warmth under toe. Gorgeous tiling in those bathrooms. The kitchen is a beauty. It anchors it all together. Inspirational outlook from the bedrooms as well. Garaging below. And I love the top patio with crow's nest views. We were looking right down to the Kaikoura's the other day, Amanda.
The other day, it was stunning.
What would you say is the final word?
Thank you, Mark.
That's okay.
As you've mentioned, the elevation and the location offer what I believe to be some of the most spectacular coastal views available in Christchurch. Look, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Les and Michelle. It's been an absolute honour and a privilege to walk beside you on this journey. All the best for your future endeavours. You are going to be missed. And yeah, look, thank you. Thank you so much for choosing myself and Harcourts Holmwood to best represent your property. And all the best.
Well spoken.
Cool.
Excellent.
Thanks, Mark.
It's the second sales consultant today that's dwarfing me. That's no good, is that? 220B Mount Pleasant Road. Welcoming in your bids. Come on up the hill. Enjoy this veritable vista. Who's going to start away? Who's going to fire the shot forward? You saw Rebecca showing you how it's done. You call out the cash and get underway. Otherwise, I'll just make it very, very easy for everybody involved with a nice low suggestion. Well, that suggestion's 800,000, folks, so don't dally. Get those hands up and let's get bidding for 220B Mount Pleasant Road. Lots of work's been done to the home. It's been modernised and future-proofed just for you. $800,000 vendor bid to start. Welcome a bid of 20. I thought 50 or even going to 9 might be a good move for you here. Climb the hill as we begin our ascent to ownership on a vendor bid at 8. Strategic silence is what I'm seeing here. Second call at 8. I will work with the 20. Third call, sir. So you've been in our auction rooms a few weeks now. I know you've been waiting to move on to the hill. You might say 20 for me. I'm at 8 on a vendor bid at the moment and on the third call. Okay, I'll increase the bid on behalf of the owner. Stays with us at 820 auctioneer's bid, vendor bid. No confusion as to value north of this figure. Rise it up on the nudge, on the advance. Another 20 is it. First call. Vendor bid 820. On notice. Second call. Third chance. Third chance, no hands up. Amanda, we're just going to go straight to that next stage. I'm at 840 at the moment. I'm just going to pop 100 on that to 940. I think still clearly value above that figure. So if your budget's north of 940 and you're in a position to come and make your interest known to Amanda Newson, then do so immediately. It's a wonderful home and a wonderful spot I would recommend it to you. Thanks very much, and we'll move on in our program. Marshals, are you ready to go? Excellent. Well, it's a big day. Jack, you're representing Stephen. Here he is too. Excellent.
My twin.
Your twin, the handsome twins from our Fendleton office, and we are in Fendleton too for our next auction. Sandra, it's wonderful to be representing you. I happen to know you've got fantastic taste in property. Nigel and Melanie, thanks. I see flanking Sandra today. It's been a great team effort, as it always is with Team Marshall, and making it fun as well as getting the business done. We've got A32 or 32A Aotea Terrace. It's a fantastic address and not too far from where we stand here in Fendleton, Christchurch City, with a freehold estate at 454 square metres, unchanged legal description and list of chattels, settlement at the 25th of November, which is around about 4 weeks exactly. Clause 25.2 just reminds you that you are getting $11,000 rebated into your pocket as the new purchaser regarding EQC monies outstanding. And oh yes, you're going to have a lot of fun living in this part of the town, in this community, and in this funky home as well. Gee, it's stylish, it's modern and fresh, it's got a great layout and a tremendous spread of living, just dominating that downstairs floor, welcoming in the sunshine, nice big tall windows, separate in the living, nice big family room with that very sleek kitchen. That's going to be a great place for your friends and family to gather around, dining and family room, with the separate lounge that both open to your very sunny private courtyard. No lawnmower required here. Accommodation on both levels. In fact, you can choose to have 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms with the property as well. Double internal access garage in this part of town with those wonderful school zones and so close to Missio. Jack, what is the final word that you would give us?
I just want to thank Sandra. It's been a pleasure working with you, and I hope we do so again. This house really does represent great value. Like you said, there's just so much on offer. There's so much house. There's so many bedrooms, great living, and then so easy care and low maintenance. It's so rare to find such a large family home on such a nice, easy care section. If you're here to bid and buy, all the best.
I think so too. Good work. Aotea Terrace, one of our favourites. Who's moving it? Who's starting away? Get amongst. Seize the day. Tell us where you see value. What's your opinion? Again, looking for clues. Well, perhaps you've got no hesitation to start on a vendor bid at $1 million, unless you'd like to take that figure. In the heart of Fendleton, 5-bed, 3-bath. Come on, let's get busy. $1 million is a vendor bid. I think a 50 is the increment I'm going to call for now, but at $1 million, it's going to stay with our owners for now. As someone at $1,050,000, I see some smiles there at the opportunity. At 1 and all the zeros at this stage, 1050, good on you. That was $1,050,000. Just the 25? I could have suggested any number you were going to have at Stu, weren't you? But at $1,025,000, we're underway. At 1025, who joins these good people and says 1050, or maybe you go straight to 11? Would be a good idea. At $1,025,000, first chance, with my opening bidders at the rear. Second call, third call at $1,025,000. Look, I'll just take one vendor bid, Stu, just at $1,050,000, but otherwise it's with you. Are you going to increase on top of that? Okay, look, I'll pause and just have a chat to you in the absence of other bidders. We've got a room that's available for Stu and his team. We'll just pause on that live bid of $1,025,000, Kyle. And I won't add a vendor bid. Stu, come and have a chat and we'll see if we can get you moving in. Pause that one. I'll have an update on Believe for you very, very soon as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we move now to number 96 Willow View Drive in Christchurch. Paul and Deb Nichols. This is the second offering from this formidable team this morning. The property is more formally described as a freehold title. Contract describes 653 square metres and 1/7 share in 792 square metres. Bidders and buyers, the settlement date is Friday the 25th of November 2022, unless you are working to a pre-agreed date. This is a sensational home, certainly a great option for families. When you ask people why they move to Redwood Springs, the sought-after suburb, it's because of the security and the privacy that it offers. And then this particular spot at the cul-de-sac end of Willow View Drive is just a wonderful spot. You are absolutely bathed in tranquility, and the outlook from your living space, from your dining, from your kitchen, out towards those pastures and then towards the Styx River, it is just unmatched. It's not called Willow View Drive for nothing. The beautiful willows that line the Styx River, it just makes for a lovely outlook, and you'll wake up every morning with an attitude of gratitude at this address. I know in times gone by the kids have sprinted through those pastures and built makeshift sleds and sledded down the embankment. It's a great space for families, and inside the home it is too. The functionality of this floor plan is very evident. You've got great indoor-outdoor flow to those landscape gardens. Debbie Rimmer did a wonderful job with the landscape design. It's warm, it's spacious, light and bright. So much to love at number 96. And Paul, the final word is yours.
Deb and I would just really like to thank Chris Nellen once again for the opportunity to represent them. And I just reiterate, this is a really secret location not a lot of people know about. The outlook is just stunning. So if you're here to bid and buy, make sure Kyle can see your bids. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Paul. All right, bidders and buyers, let's get underway at 96 Willow View Drive. Who starts me away with an opening bid? Wouldn't sell for $800,000. Maybe that's a fair and reasonable place to start, as there 800 in the room. If you don't buy, as I will on behalf of my good owners, all right then, a vendor bid at $800,000. They'd sooner stay at $800,000. I think that's fair enough. It's a lot of home at this figure. $800,000 of vendor bid on the first call. I seek an increase of $25,000 second call at $800,000. Third and final call at $800,000. Look at those beautiful lawns. All right then, I'll place another vendor bid at $825,000. Invite you to respond at $850,000, bidders and buyers. Now is your chance. It is the best place to buy here at auction. First call on a vendor bid at $825,000. Twice the money, $825,000. And third and final call, $825,000. Paul and Deb, I don't see any bidding today. I am surprised. This is a gorgeous home. I'm going to increase that vendor bid to $880,000. We pass the property in back to you unless there's a late bid. I pass the property back to Paul and Deb. Interest north of $880,000, ladies and gentlemen. Give Paul and Deb a call. I think you'll be very, very impressed. It is a wonderful location. Property's passed in. Let's get to work. Back with you soon.
While we're dancing in the street, in the neon light, with the music
Okay, dokes, we've got some negotiations continuing on Aotea Terrace, but we're going to, in the interest of your busy day, carry on in our program. That enables me to introduce to you Karina Gray from our Ireland office. Simon Hollander, it's a busy day for your office. I think four auctions for you, so that's good. The team are doing well. We're in the famous Mews here at 27 Cornwall Street. You're bidding on number 6. And I think it's a great example and a standout in this particularly popular complex. Number 627 Cornwall Street. It is a fantastic little abode. Kitty and Ken, lovely to be representing you again. It's always good to see you employing the services of Karina. Tony, good on you for sitting in and helping us out as well. Candice Tui should be here. She's been involved in the campaign. G'day, Candice. How are you going? The property is a stratum in freehold. You've been made aware of that, and you've seen the pre-contract disclosures that Karina and Candice have distributed to you. This one's principal unit 6 and accessory unit 6A, all on deposited plan 508857, contained and described in the record of title 780930, all packaged up in the Canterbury Land Registry. So I'm sure you've ticked that off as I've read through that. Chattels are unchanged. Settlement, very convenient terms. You're moving in on the 3rd of November, which I believe is in about 8 days' time. So that's good, because convenience is what it's all about. And I think the popularity of the Mews here in Cornwall, well, as it so often is, it's based around location, isn't it? And it is such a central location, right on the Edgware Village. You're going to enjoy that. It's a very convivial abode. I think you'll agree with me, whether you're sunning yourself in your sunny courtyard, maybe snoozing in the sunroom, or relaxing in the lounge with friends and family, or simply by yourself. You've got 2 bedrooms and a study, or is it a 3rd bedroom that you might configure the home to? That's up to you. This one's got a garage, so I think that's an absolute bonus as well. But rather than being inside, you're probably going to be out and around enjoying the cafes and eateries that surround you. The village is an absolute cracker. You're close to the city. You're handy to Merivale. And don't forget, you've got Christchurch Boys High, Christchurch Girls High zonings, as well as that tremendous proximity to St Albans School. All good things, all positive aspects. Let's have a positive auction and show me a positive move to get underway. Lots of positives, isn't there? Start us where? Something decent.
400K.
Jack Marshall, bidding for a buy at 400. Okay, well, we're underway at that figure. That should entice others, and I would have thought, at 400. Maybe you'll just go 420 or something similar to that. Ma'am, would you like to say that? Because at $400,000 with my opening bidder. First call, all welcome, madam. Second call. Third call. Good spot for the younger generation of all ages, Miller. At 4. Jack, one vendor bid at the stage at 420. Easy at these levels. At 440, he comes straight back. No hesitation. I'm not going to vendor bid against Jack any longer unless you want to compete right now. I would do so. First call, 440. The quarter mile, as they say, twice. And final call. Well, Jack, you appear to be my only bidder at this early stage. That's good news. Come on, we'll see if we can get you in. Just pause the auction and see if we can get you there. Cafe okay? That's fantastic, thanks. Outcomes imminent. There are imminent outcomes on both Waiti and also on Cornwall, but we must move on. 11 o'clock is approaching. Foss Shanahan is a busy man, as he always is. Hayden keeps an eye on him there at Fendleton, and I know the Twin Towers have a great time together, but thanks for the instructions. So Paula and Greg, it's been great to represent you. Are you having the last word today? You must approach the rostrum. You must, so we can see what auction's live. Thanks for doing that. Another one that's taller than me, Jeepers. 11 Gleneagles Terrace in Fendleton, and really great spot, as you know. Glorious Gleneagles, I like to call it. Hasn't it come a long way since that single estate dominated that whole area, the single homestead? But a great family area, across lease and freehold. That's a good tenure. There's no change to the legal description. And Friday the 25th of November, that's the settlement date. The good news for you bidders is clause 23 says that the residual master build guarantee, that can be transferred for you if you'd like to invest in that. That may give you even further peace of mind, because I think this is a property that just gives you ultimate peace of mind. It's a nice modern build. I think was it 2017, so pretty youthful, pretty fresh, really contemporary and smart. It's been built with quality, that is for sure. Lovely dimensions, really open plan, isn't it? Anchored by that gorgeous modern kitchen, breakfast bar, quality bench tops, but the walk-in pantry just has that ability for you to keep that minimalist, clean look indoors when you're entertaining and have family around. Lovely outdoor area. The extra section, that's an absolute bonus, with the separate laundry as well, internal access garage, and the two good-sized bedrooms, obviously fully double-glazed, marvellous outdoor sitting areas, the best in school zones, but a very peaceful, lovely neighbourhood. Why wouldn't you buy a property like this, Foss?
Well, you would buy a property like this. 2 bedrooms, cross-lease, designated with exclusive use area, Willow Street, a gardener's paradise. 2017, no EQC worries to worry about, loaded with school zones and just picture perfect, immaculate presentation. Best chance in the room today. Good luck.
Gleneagles, well spoken. Number 11, legs 11. Who's got the legs to own it? Who's going to start us away? Bound in front. Leap forward. Start us where? Mid-6, perhaps? Surely. 650, Leslie. Welcome in. Good luck to you. At $650,000, working with your bidder, I think Sarita, isn't it? Good luck to you at $650,000. Who would go to say 675? Might be a good move here and now. First call, 650. Second call for glorious Gleneagles. Third and final call at 650. Maybe a 20. Folks, good spot. Lovely big wide boulevard. No, easy U-turn on Gleneagles. Proved that myself. Look, Leslie, pardon me, from our Maryvale office, I'll place one vendor bid at 670. It'll be my last at 670. I welcome you back from that figure. At $670,000, would you like to say 90? Or maybe you go straight to 7. But at 670 at this point, vendor bid is the one you've got to beat. But you won't beat the quality of the property at 670, first chance. How about 90, Leslie? Second call, third call. At the front and stay in front. What do you think, Leslie? Maybe you'll try a quick 10. 680. Well, that must excite you, folks. At 680, you could say 90 because I'll offer you the same courtesy as this bidder here and now. At 680, first call. Second, thrice. Hayden, you explaining that they are the only bidder, we haven't reached a level that we're authorised to sell and that we can offer you the opportunity. Take a wee private spot. We've got some auctions that are coming to a conclusion. How's time going, folks? 11 o'clock, that's great. So maybe we could move on with the conduct.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's just gone past 11 o'clock. And if you are just joining us, welcome to the Holmwood Auction Room. On behalf of our CEO, Tony Jenkins, Auction Manager Hayden Broadbelt and the team, it's great to have you with us. Now, on Wednesday morning, before we get into our auctions, we like to explain the conduct of auction. These are the rules by which we operate here in the auction room. They're straightforward, easy to understand, but I know some of you will be here for the very first time. We want you to be relaxed if that is possible. So let's go through the conduct briefly now. In the case of each property, the vendor has provided us with a confidential reserve price. Now, subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder, whose bid we accept, will be the lucky new owner. If the bidding doesn't quite reach that reserve price, bidders and buyers, that's not the end of the auction. Our practice here at Holmwood is to pause. We move into one of our meeting rooms with the highest bidder, our vendors in another room, and we offer that purchaser the opportunity to purchase the property. Now, this is really crucial. On the odd occasion, during that discussion, our sellers may say to us, look, Kyle or Mark, we're really happy with this negotiated price. We'd like to withdraw the property from the auction room, sell it outside of the room, and without disclosing our reserve price. Now, that is a vendor's prerogative, but when they exercise that prerogative, it can be very disappointing for bidders who remain here in the room. So my advice is, if you're going to avoid disappointment, please make sure you hold the highest bid at all times. Now, as auctioneers, we can nominate the increments by which the bidding is raised. We can refuse bids if we feel they're not in the best interest of our owners. If there's a disputed bid, we'll simply go back to the last undisputed bid. And if any of my licensed colleagues are in the room bidding on behalf of buyers, we'll do our very, very best to point them out to you. Now, you may hear what's called a vendor bid this morning. A vendor bid is a bid on behalf of the owner. It's always well below the reserve price. We place a vendor bid to keep things ticking along, and a vendor bid is always clearly identified to you. So feel free to bid against a vendor bid with confidence. Now, finally, if you are that lucky last purchaser, of course, you have a couple of obligations. You sign the contract and you pay your deposit, 10% of the purchase price. And when you sign that contract, buyers, you are acknowledging that you've received a copy of the approved REA guide. All right, that's it for the rules. Let's move on to our next collection of quality real estate. I am losing my voice, and it's because all week I've been saying wow. And one of the properties I've been saying wow at is right here at number 36A, Cliveden Place in Redwood. It really does have wow factor, well set back from the road on a very quiet cul-de-sac. It's a beautiful position. We love this era of construction. It is very solid and robust, and the updates that have occurred here are fantastic. It is modern, light and bright, and then the landscaping, those gorgeous established gardens. I think you couldn't ask for more. It's got that wisteria, it's got separate lawns. There's a space for everyone to do anything they'd like to do. Whether you've got a grumpy teenager or you've had an argument or whatever, there's always somewhere for them to hide away and enjoy a bit of sunshine or a bit of shade. There's place for the caravan, there's place for the party. It's just a wonderfully configured property. Now, the contract describes it as a freehold title, 902 square metres more or less, and the settlement date to which you work by is Friday the 18th of November 2022. Inside, more storage than you could ask for. The master bedroom is a haven. And you talk about a walk-in wardrobe, that's a dive-in wardrobe. Just the small things in this home that just make all the difference. It's a haven for your family and envy for your friends. The only question that remains is who the new owner will be. So let's get underway now at 36A Cliveden Place in Redwood. Bidders and buyers, who starts me away with an opening bid? Quickly now, before I lose my voice. Where do we say go? 600. Fair and reasonable place to start. Good luck to you, sir. At $600,000, there's a man who knows good property. At $600,000, where to from here, buyers? Is there 20 or better? First call, gentleman's bid at $600,000. Second call. Third and final call at $620. Nice to meet you. There's some competition for you, sir. I'm not surprised. What a beautiful home. At $620, do we say $640 in response? $620 I have and $640 on the nod. $640 bid against you now at $640,000. Going once at $640. Second time, shall I say $660? Brilliant, good band, good bid at $660. $660 the call. What's the response? What's the reply? And $680, quickly bid and offered. Thanked and banked, sir, at $680,000. You better get to 700 before they do. What say you, first call? And he says, on the nod, it's 700. Take comfort in the competition. We know this is not a lemon. What a great home. It's $700,000. Once called, it's 700. Second call, another 20. Third and final call at 700. 720. You've got to be quick. I'll take 5 now if you like, sir, at 720. A new face in the race. And she looks determined at $720,000. Once called. Second call, shall we say 730? Third and final call at 720,000. The question is, where do you find the next one? 730. I like your style there at $730,000. Not your bid anymore. Could easily be again. 730 I have. Shall we say 740 or even better 750? 35. Less than what I asked for, but more than what I had. It's $735,000 and 740. I was going to say you're welcome back into the fray at $740,000. You're already bidding on a more valuable property at $740,000. Once called. Second. Third and final call at $740,000. Is that a no? You must be a fan of open homes. You are? At $740,000, bids at the back of the room. Last chance to bid and buy. All right, let's have a quick conversation. Can't sell to you at this level, but auction is open. If there's a change of mind, let us know, and we'll be back with you soon.
Is this what you want now? Or is it because you can't forget her? I can't keep pretending it's not getting to me. It's never ending. Can't give you what you need. You're misbehaving. Yeah, it's getting to me. It's never ending. You can give anything, so you can go, go, go. Go, 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 yeah. So I can focus, I just need to focus on myself. Yeah, you better go, go, go. Go, 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 go. So I can focus, I just need to focus on myself.
Amy, we got all
This is
the way
what I
back.
want now. And yeah, I'm waiting for
Tell you what, I'm going to bring the big boy out. How's that? Seen all these big agents. I've got a big hammer. Jamin, you've been working hard with our highest bidder, Dave Finley, Irene and Anetta there too, and I believe we've reached a happy conclusion at 240 Bearley Ave. The amount of the offer that's been accepted, $482,000. You've already shaken the hands, I believe, virtually, Irene. So, Dave, well done at $482,000, 240 Bearley Aves, going, gone and sold. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm just going to check you up on Waiti and also on Cornwall. So just be...
guess we're stuck in between. Life is a riddle, yeah. And I don't know what it means, no. This is what it feels like. But you're not alone, 'cause I'm just like you. Let's share out and hitchhike. There is nothing we can't do. Ooh, babe, as long as I got you. Ooh, I'm gonna open up my eyes this time. Open my heart and do it with a smile. I'm gonna love, give me your love. You're stuck in the middle, yeah, you're stuck in between. Things can only get better if you know what I mean. Once in the air, you realize what you want, the things that you dream of, and the things that you don't know. This is what it feels like. But you're not alone, 'cause I'm just like you. Let's share out and hitchhike. There is nothing we can't do. Ooh, babe, as long as I got you. Ooh, I'm gonna open up my eyes this time. Open my heart and do it with a smile. I'm gonna love, give me your love. I'm gonna open up my eyes this time. Open my heart and do it with a smile. I'm gonna love, give me your love. What you hiding from me? What you holding back? I think I saw you with another. I think I saw your hand slipping down. That look, that face smiling back at you. Is why you always wanna be around her, be around her. Now I've come to terms over you. And although it hurts, there's nothing I wouldn't do. But I am outplayed, but I don't mind, no, that I got outplayed, 'cause I'ma need an upgrade. Thought you would see me crying, would you? No, don't have to clarify it. My worth, I think I saw you with another. I think I saw your hand slipping down. That look, that face smiling back at you. Is why you always wanna be around her, be around her. Now I've come to terms over you.
Could you just Jared, could you just open the door into that office there, please? And yourself, Hayden. Thank you. Folks, just taking your attention back to A32 Aotea Terrace, or some would say 32A, in this freehold estate. Sandra, we've reached a happy conclusion. Been working with these good people here. Stu McLeod's been helping out. We've come to a figure of 1161 at 1,161,000. My owner has said they're very satisfied with that. They're going to withdraw the property and happily and unconditionally sell it to that party at 1161, gone and sold. Congratulations. Thank you and well done. Very well done, Jack and Stephen Marshall. So I've just got a couple of updates for you coming up before we embark on Kirkwood, but I'll be right back in 2 ticks.
Won't you come around here so we can do it our way? Forget about the consequence. Hey, won't you come around?
Okay, we'll move along in our program, which is continuing a busy day for Paul and Deb Nichols. They've marketed the property at 51 Kirkwood Ave. John, thanks on behalf of the Robinsons for your instructions. I think Paul is getting wired up. We're going to the Kirkwood Ave, number 51, in the heart of Christchurch. I think I'm right in saying it's Ilam. And it is a freehold estate here at 630 square metres. The legal description is unchanged. The list of chattels is absolutely precise, and the settlement is as circulated with some flexibility struck down for a Friday, 25th of November 2022. Always appreciable to observe and proffer to you exemplary architecture. I think that's what we see here at Kirkwood Ave. Isn't it a great contemporary look? Very unique in its design, but very, very impressive. For me, all about the living that it is on offer here too. Light and bright, steepling big ceilings, nice high windows, but the ability to open it right up on both the front and the back of that living space. Generous flow to it. You're anchored by a modern kitchen, which, if you're fond of a little bit of morning sun, is going to delight you. You step out to your courtyard and enjoy a cup of tea. A definite single dining place right in the heart of the home, and a nice big lounge to boot, following down to that northwest side. 3 excellent bedrooms. I think the master's a stunner as well. Great with its outdoor access that you'll enjoy. Lovely in the evenings. Internal access double garaging, that's an absolute bonus. Guest accommodation par excellence. It's a great spot, a great location. The locality to the Bush Inn and the Riccarton Road and the excitement of the Ilam area, I think, should have you excited at Kirkwood Ave. Paul, great property that you're well familiar with.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. We'd just like to thank Robin and the family for the opportunity to bring this to the market. And just reiterate what Mark said, it's a fabulous property, sunny, single level, great space. It's a real cracker. Thank you.
Absolute beauty. We're underway at 51 Kirkwood Ave. Close to that famous school, of course. To the uni is a bonus. So students of real estate, who would start us away? Remember, I'll make it very, very easy for all in the absence of your opening, but don't be nervous. Take confidence in this contemporary property. Been much loved by our owners. Well, it couldn't be fairer than saying 8:50 to get underway. Surely that would excite you and inspire you to bid here at Kirkwood Ave. Architectural genius on show. In a way, we got a bid at 8:50, Kyle? 8:50? No, on behalf of the owner at that figure at 8:50. I thought you was summoning up your strategy, but at 8:50, I think 9 would be the place to go at this early stage. Centrally located, well laid out, sell the lawnmower. You never have to mow a lawn, but you've got access to such beautiful parks that surround you. First call on a vendor bid at 8.50. Second call. Third call. Plain to catch. Emma, you won't mind saying 9 for me? Well, I'll do so on behalf of the owner at 900. Vendor bid at 9. Buyers on notice at 9. Be fairly attractive at these levels. Not selling on a vendor bid at 9, but who knows how far. You've got a bid to find out. 900 first call. Stays with our owner. Second call. Third call. The hands stay at the sides, not where I like them, but you can continue on to that third stage. Paul, Deb, I'll raise to $1 million. We know the value is in excess of that. If your budget is above that figure, then you need to come and inspect Kirkwood if you've not seen already. If you've got conditions, we'll be willing to talk to you and happy to do so. So, John, thanks very much for the instructions, and that property is available and passed in. Right, I'm going to get an update for you on Cornwall and also on Gleneagles.
To make it all okay. 'Cause I am too blind to see when you're in front of me. We keep moving in different rhythms. Two different minds, telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. Two different minds. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds, telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds, telling lies. That's how we stay alive.
Another broken plate, another called off date. We never seem to get it right. Another heart attack, words that we can't take back. We are the reason opposites attract. Once you slam the door on the second floor, I regret it all. When I think it through, I can help the way I feel for you. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Stuck in an endless fight like every night. It still feels right. Even the words can sting, I wouldn't change a thing. 'Cause without you, everything means nothing. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Sitting there by the phone, hoping you'll answer yours. Baby, let's talk until we're fine. You've been in bed for days, empty without me, you say. Can't you just magically turn up in mine? Then you knock on my door on the second floor, and I feel okay. We just made it through, and I love the way I feel for you. Baby, you make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Stuck in an endless fight like every night. It still feels right. Even the words can sting, right, but it still feels right. We never get it right, but somehow it feels right. That's how I feel about you. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Stuck in an endless fight like every night. It still feels right. Even though we can stay, I wanna change a thing. 'Cause without you, everything means nothing. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Oh yeah, still feels right. 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 I'm a mess. Don't know how I got here, but I'm blessed. Didn't know it'd take me past my destiny. You're behind me with the rest. 'Cause I'm a mess. No more you.
And I go home. You said things could only get better. I needed more than ever. They don't. How can I believe you when everything is secret, secret? Everything is secret, secret. Everything is secret, secret. Everything is secret. How can I believe it when everything is secret, secret? You see through, gotta make space for the new you, like I'm old news in your review mirror.
Okay. Eddie Ken, Charlie Anna, with Karina Gray and Jack Marshall flanking you. Tony, this has been good entertainment for you, I'm sure. And Simon Hollander, thanks for your help. But it's number 6, 27 Cornwall Street. Just to confirm, the bid was reached a level of $490,000. Look, I'm not going to offer it back to the floor because I've seen ink on the paper. Number 6, 27 Cornwall Street, to these fine youngsters, is going, gone and sold. Look at that. Well done. I've got an outcome imminent, but I'm going to go to Aotea Terrace. So, Bill, thanks for your patience. Catherine Hampton, Peter Hampton have had the pleasure of running the campaign up in Huntsbury, which I know you've enjoyed. And this sensational opportunity on 1,088 square metres, which is land. We love it here at Harcourt's Holmwood, we really do, and I know you do too, particularly when it's of the nature of being a freehold estate also. You know the desirability of the hill, and of course you've got that outlook, privacy, and absolute, to use a saying from that Australian movie Serenity, I think is fair to say.
Yeah.
At this early juncture. 8 Aotea Terrace, Catherine. It is a freehold estate of 1,088 square metres, no change to legals or chattels. Settlement is 25th of November, just shy of 4 weeks. When you can move on in, and certainly a special spot and a special home. Don't you get the feeling from a home sometimes when you can feel its beating heart and its warmth and its authenticity really on show here? You're just surrounded by a gorgeous garden. It's well established, and it's really quite hard to believe in a city location like this that you do have that peace and quiet that surrounds you. It really is your own domain. You've just got strengthy materials that fill the home, great light and space. I like the choice of living, the big lounge or the sunroom which catches that afternoon sun, but the outlook from the lounge is special, and from the kitchen as well. Excellent bedrooms in the home, great sheds that are dotted around the home. The lawn out the front has really been well looked after. The whole property has, in fact. So it's going to represent a great opportunity for someone to get onto the hill. I would consider it an entry-level opportunity, but Catherine, you might say otherwise in your last little speech.
Thanks, Mark. Firstly, I'd like to thank my owner, Bill, for giving Peter and I the opportunity to bring your fantastic home to the market. It's been a pleasure. We've had lots of fun at the open home and at the open homes. We've had lots of people through a fabulous campaign. You might need to be a bit of a mountain goat to get up there, but once you get up there, the views are really spectacular from the lounge, dining, kitchen area. So to all my bidders today, good luck. To my bidders online and watching online, good luck.
Let's get underway. Aotea Terrace in Huntsbury, here to be sold. That's no doubt about that. What's your opinion of value? That's what I ask you now. What would you be prepared to offer in the auction? What's your bid? What's the Deleros, as they say? Have we got a starter? The brave pioneer? It's really very simple. We've seen how it's done today. Wouldn't be selling at 6. I think that's quite clear. Something like that or better. Remember, strategy is all important. We saw Rebecca showing us how today. Is there 600 in the room? From the floor? From the phone? From the stratosphere? Okay, well, I'll start on a vendor bid. In the absence of your bidding from the floor, 600 is a bid that won't own it. I'm going to ask for an increment of 20,000 from here. Would someone say 620? Do so quickly. First call on a vendor bid is 6. Second call, third call. Come enjoy life on the hill. More affordable than you think, I'm sure, at these levels. Better than 6, that's what I'm asking. A few changes to make it your own. Catherine, are we going to get a bid or do we go to that third stage? Sir, you'd say 620 to get underway? Why hesitate? You know what happens after auctions? All those people queuing up with conditions in their offers, if you can, you should. Would you say 20 for me? You're not going to bid today? You're not here to bid? Parson, you lose that exclusivity of opportunity that Bridget explained to you. Over 60 groups through the open home, sir. What do you think is going to happen after the auction? Yes or no? Catherine, I'll raise the vendor bid to 650 and we carry on working with everybody now, with all parties. Not for sale at 650. We just move to that third stage swiftly. And, well, join the queue, sir. Sorry we couldn't get your hand up. I'm going to get an outcome for you on Gleneagles.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we go back now to 36A Cliveden Place in Redwood. We left the room on a live bid at $740,000. We've had some good discussion outside of the room with a very lovely couple. Can I just confirm you've graciously agreed to increase that bid to $750 with a view to own the property? Our lovely owners, we are on the market and selling. That is correct, at $750,000. Bidders and buyers, ladies and gentlemen, this is your last chance to get into Cliveden Place. At $750,000, a couple of thousand puts you in front. First call at $750. Second call at $750 before Cliveden becomes Clive gone forever. At $750,000. Third and final call at $750. 1,000 on top at 751. Now in pole position, you're in the box seat at 751. The big decisions. Give them due time. First call at $751,000. Another 1,000 puts you in front. Second call at 751. Another one on top. Now that is a smart decision, sir. At $752,000, bids now against you there, ma'am. Are we sure? My job is to mitigate your regret. First, second, third final call at 752, all done in silent. No further bidding. It's going. It is going. It is gone and sold. Congratulations. Nicola Cray, as always, great work. Thanks very much to our owners for the opportunity. All the best with your next chapter. Congratulations to our new owners. All right, and from Redwood we go now to the beautiful region of Waipara. Here at number 44 Glenmark Drive in Waipara, Stephen L. from our Island 2 office. Stephen, there's free advertising right here in this spot. If you right up on here, good work. Now, Stephen is a very diligent, hard-working agent. His clients love him for it, and I know he's thoroughly enjoyed marketing this exceptional home on Glenmark Drive at number 44. You've got family on the street, friends on the street. He knows what a wonderful place this is to ensconce oneself. It's a great place to raise a family, certainly a good place to invest your money in our beautiful wine region there in Waipara. It is more formally described as a freehold title. The parcel is a very generous, beg your pardon, 1,454 square metres. It's a big number. I had to make sure it was accurate. That's a whopping section there. And the settlement date to which you work by is the 11th of November 2022. Now, I met with our good owners on Monday. It was a beautiful day. And what a great place this is to entertain your friends and to raise a family. Absolutely brilliant floor plan. Our owner had a hand in that. I think he did a wonderful job. Great separation of spaces. That living room is extra large, super sunny with windows all round. Great heating. The bedroom accommodation is very separate but easily accessed, and those bedrooms are good sizes, so you can put the kids to sleep and continue the party. And all of this, again, on a very good section. The setback from the boundaries on all sides is brilliant. That offers privacy, and it makes it just a little bit different. So all in all, a wonderful home, and it is now very much available for your bidding. Stephen, let's get underway. Let's look for an opening bid. Buyers at 44 Glenmark Drive in Waipara. Who starts me away with an opening bid? Where do we say go? Wouldn't sell at $650,000. There's a line in the sand. Maybe that's a good place to start. Where do we say go, buyers? Is there $650 in the room? All right, then, a vendor bid. Peter, if you could get that door for me. At $650,000 a vendor bid, first call. Second call at $650. Third final call at $650,000. Look at that modern exterior. I mean, you would believe this is a new build. The choice in the construction, I think, was very future-proof. At $650,000. No further bidding. I'll place another vendor bid then at $670,000. That'll be my last vendor bid at $670,000. Surely there's a buyer for a home like this at $680,000. Buyers, now's your chance. Once called at $670,000. Twice. Third and final call at $670,000. All right, Stephen, I am surprised. I know this is a beautiful home and you've got people to talk to post-auction. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to increase that bid to $700,000. We pass the property back to our good listing agent, Stephen, at $700,000. If you've got interest in a home like this north of $700,000, call Stephen today. You'll be most impressed. Back with you soon.
Righty-ho, I'm just going to bring your attention back to 11 Gleneagles. Sorry, Amy, I'm being rather inconsiderate to your to your requirements. 11 Gleneagles Terrace is going to meet your requirements, Sarita. Could you call out the number that you have bid, please? $710,000. Greg, Paula, we're on the market and selling. At $710,000, 11 Gleneagles Terrace, to this very astute lady, is going. Thanks for your help, Leslie. Well done, Foss Shanahan. God and soul. So we've got Candice here, Candice Tui, yes, working with Karina. And we're moving on to 51B Lagan Street in Belfast. Fran, we've had a lovely campaign, and thank you for offering up your property for auction to the Garden of Eden, or as I'm now calling it, the Garden of Lagan, because it is a magnificent asset to the home. In this cross-lease home, cross-lease and freehold, with a third share in 2,228, and I think if they're equal shares, that would be about right, because it's a good size, isn't it? Garden shed forms part of your chattels. You're going to need that for the hoe and for the clippers. Settlement into next year, 26th of January 2023. That's the date you're going to move in, have Christmas out of the way and come and enjoy it. Well, you know, Christchurch is a wonderful city, isn't it? But I think the benefit and the magic of Christchurch is that we get these little pockets that have almost got that country feel to them. And I think this part of Belfast is certainly that. It's very private. The birds were chirping when I came along to meet Candice at the open homes. Tucked away down the drive. It's a wonderful spot. Beautiful abode. Lovely home. It's crisp and white. It's got great decor. Lovely accessible kitchen and open plan. Just spills out to the north face of the home. Good sized bedrooms, both of those. Bathrooms excellent and right in the middle there, perfectly accessible to all in the home. But it is the garden that I got excited about, Candice. It was turned around by Fran, actually. She got in and rolled the sleeves up and got it to that perfect and manageable state. The veggie beds are ready for your spring planting, even though you're not moving into January, of course. But no, ready to go there. The sheds there is a little beauty as well. I think just someone's going to move in and enjoy it at a really affordable level, as well as the garage in Candice. It's a great little proposition.
It is, Mark. And just want to thank Fran so much for all your hard work. Presentation has been immaculate through the campaign. It is a lovely spot. It's quite unique with having such a lovely garden for a smaller property. Great first home or downsizing home. So, but I just want to thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Very well spoken, Candice. That's great. At 51B Lagan Street in Belfast. Take a look at the Garden of Lagan. Who's going to move in? Wouldn't get hold of a place like this at 400,000, so I think that's a fair line in the sand to draw for you, ma'am. If you're of the green-thumbed variety, perhaps you'd say 420 for me. $400,000, just to remind you, is a vendor bid. Welcome your bids on top of that. Folks, you've been patient today and quiet. Could I ask you in at 420? Welcome you in fact. First call at the number, second call and third. I won't hesitate for whizzing up to 420. Just peeping it up a little bit at 420, 40 or better if you like. At 420 at this stage, once, twice and third. Doesn't appear to be bidding, Candice, means you just go to stage 3. We're okay with that. We're just passing at 470, wasn't it? 470 is our pass-in figure. Buyers need to be above that, Karina, don't they? You should easily be able to do that. So at that level, very, very affordable. Passed in on a vendor bid at 470. Still available, Fran. We just carry on working and go into that next stage. John Morrison, are you ready to go? You'll be getting Peter on the telephone, no doubt. Oh, Peter's here. Oh, sorry, I didn't see there. Peter, nicely. Thank you, sir. For your instructions as executor of the estate, at 102 Charles Street in Rangiora, fantastic, quiet, exclusive cul-de-sac. Gee, there must only be about 10 homes in that cul-de-sac in good old Rangiora West. 102 Charles Street. And it is a freehold estate as well, 601 squares. Good size. Lot 13 deposited plan 344908. Fridge freezer, part of the chattel list. Spa pool without the warranties, of course, as often is the case. November the 10th is the settlement date. You've seen the deletions around clauses 9 and 10, which is common for a sale of an estate, and thanks for agreeing to clauses 25 to 27, again pertaining to the nature of the sale in that regard. Spot on, an excellent calibre of home. Nice in its modern, but very well proportioned and balanced, I think is fair to say. It's private and established. Like I say, that cul-de-sac is a wonderful, quiet, private spot. Drive on up, drive in, off-street parking and double internal access garage. Great spread of living, modern kitchen holds it all together. You spill out to the outdoors where the spa pool's been enjoyed, but the garden is lovely and sheltered. 3 good bedrooms, and has got the second bathroom as well. It just works well. Second toilet as well. Just works well with that easy access to the main bathroom of the home from the master and from the family bedrooms as well. I don't think you get a better spot in Rangiora, John, and a nice no-nonsense home.
That's right. Thanks very much, Mark. I think you've summed it up very nicely. I'd just like to thank Peter McIsaac and Caitlin, his assistant from McIsaac Brown Law, for their instructions. If you're looking for a good lawyer, I can certainly recommend them. They've been wonderful to deal with and very thorough and so on, which I guess is what we all want from a solicitor and so on. So without further ado, I'd just like to wish you all the best and make sure that Mark can hear your bids and so on.
I won't have any problem with that, Johnny, I assure you, at 102 Charles Street. 600,000. Simon Hollander and Tony Jenkins comes back at 620. He's like a coiled spring, and in he comes at 620. Good, swift response. So we've got management team bidding for buyers here. And another 20 at 640. You've got them well prepared, Tony. Good to see. Double bids to 640. At 640, Hollander is on the ropes. He's reeled backwards at that at 640. Or 650, no, he's cool, calm and collected. Puts up 10 at 650. For Charles Street, 102. 675. Boardroom bragging rights. That's what we bid for today, but you bid for 102 Charles Street. Freehold estate, 601 square metres. 3-bedroom permanent material. So easy to look after. 680. Back he comes, Tony, keep going. You're making inroads. Dropped him to the 10 and 700's a nice bid. I salute that bid. At 7, there he goes. Puts forward the folding at 700,000, or at 700. It's James Bond walking backwards. At 700, first call. Second call, third call. The reconsideration, sir, at 7. I might just give you 3 more calls, Simon. There's the first of them. And I put it to you twice at this round figure. Third call. Tony, your bidder leads. I'm not at a level I'm authorised to sell, but we will come and offer you the opportunity. We'll just pause the auction there and come and see you. I think my colleague Kyle might be willing to do the Riverwood.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move now to number 20, Riverwood Boulevard in Redwood. Oksana Ivanovska from our Island 2 office, joined by Richard Dawson, two regular fixtures in our auction room. They do list some good property, and this is no exception. It is more formally described in the contract as a freehold title, 800 square metres more or less, and the settlement date to which you work by is the 10th of November 2022, that day being a Thursday, and it'll be a very special day for somebody in this room, hopefully, because that is the day you get the keys to a spacious and exemplary family home. I do love the configuration of this floor plan. It certainly lends itself to modern living. It is a plaster over brick construction, solid and robust, and we do love that era of building. You can tell the home is in good nick. There is certainly opportunity for you to add your own flair, add your own style, but inside, very sunny living, nice central kitchen as well, and then outside, plenty of room for the tools, the toys, and the teenagers, as you say in your marketing, Oksana. It is a great proposition for a family. The only question that remains is who the new owner will be. So let's get underway at 20 Riverwood Boulevard. Where do we say go, buyers? Who's going to start me away with an opening bid? Shout me a number. Let's get you moved in. Wouldn't sell at $680,000. That should be clear. Maybe that's a fair and reasonable place to start, as there's 680 in the room. This is your chance, buyers. Your exclusive window of opportunity before we move to the conditional market at $680,000, a vendor bid. A bid on behalf of my good owners. They've loved this property. They're excited to hand over the keys to a new owner. At $680,000, the bid's with them, it's with me. Once called. Second call. Third and final call at $680,000. All right, I'll place another vendor bid then at $700,000. A clear line in the sand. This is a lot of home for $700,000. Surely there's a bid. Is there 710, 720? Name your price. Once called at $700,000. Beautifully appointed bathroom. Second call at $700,000. And third and final call at $700,000. Look, Oksana, I don't see any bidders here today, but I know you've got people to talk to on a conditional basis. I think I'm going to increase that bid to $750,000. Bidders and buyers, clearly not for sale at $750,000. If you've got interest north of $750,000, let me recommend you call Oksana. This is an impressive home. I think you'll be very, very happy indeed. Property's passed in. Thanks to our owners for the opportunity. And are we all done and dusted for today? We'll have an update for you very shortly. Back with you soon.
Babe, when I saw you for the first time, I knew we were destined to meet. 'Cause my knees went weak, my stomach went tight. Stay there, don't leave. Pull myself together, babe, I'm so shy.
say we are through. We should still have fun, though we say we're done. 'Cause I just wanna get done with you. For the last time, I can call you mine. Once more, then I'll say we are through. We should still have fun, though we say we're done. 'Cause I just wanna get done with you. For the last time, I can call you mine. Once more, then I'll say we are through. We should still have fun, though we say we're done. 'Cause I just wanna get done with you. For the last time, I can call you mine. Once more, then I'll say we are through.
Ricky boy, the final act of the day, unless I'm much mistaken. I am the last act of the day. Just how I like it. I always thought the last word was good to have. I've never had it in the past. 102 Charles Street, Rangiora, and I've been working with a good buyer, working with Tony Jenkins. And Tony, you'll just relay Alan's increased bid. And from the team, Peter McIsaac, there's a nod of the head. We're on the market and selling 102 Charles Street, $717,500. Here we are, Rangiora West, at 717,500. No late bids. It goes, it goes. And Tony, congratulate Alan because they've very happily gone and sold to him. Well done. Okie dokes, well that was our final auction of the day, so it's completed a big busy day at Harcourt's Holmwood. Thanks very much for your attendance, for your bidding, for entrusting us with your properties. We do so very greatly represent those in the marketplace. Thank you to the auction team. Hayden, Luke, Kyle and Amy have done a superb job today. Have a wonderful afternoon and enjoy the springtime as Cup and Show Week approaches.